All right, guys, so got here today. This is a loading dock light that was sent to us by a company, GJIA. So we'll have everything in the description, but it's a pretty neat light. This is a 7,000 lumen LED light, and it's a 360 head that you can move around because it's a loading dock light. So like loading dock lowers down a truck or whatever. So we got this to have it as a lift light. So once we get the car on the lift, we can have a light that we can move around and shine it wherever we need it, which I think is a pretty neat idea. And just kind of came to me, they were offering me some LED lights, and I thought, yeah, that might work out well for us. So it also is IP65 rated, so it's completely waterproof. So it should last a long time. Should be good. I think it's 50,000 hours worth of LED lighting, which is pretty impressive. And it's just a regular 120, 110 plug. So pull out all the packaging here. This is the actual light itself. So that mounts up on there, and it feels very heavy. This probably weighs 5 or 6 pounds probably by itself. But really nice. So this is the 50 watt there, and it's 5000K lighting, and then this has lots of movement here, and then that plugs into the other plug, which goes on the actual arm here. So this is the arm. And this is neat. Like I said, it's just a regular 110, 120 plug, just a US plug there. This part plugs on to the light itself, and then you've got some mounting bolts here, and that is tight. That's pretty nice. So everything's good and tight. Feels very, very heavy duty built. The wires feel really good, nice and soft and supple too. But anyways, the light mounts up onto here, and then you can move it wherever you want, and this will spin around. You can move it forward and backwards, tilt the light. So this should work out really good for us, especially being a lift light, because we can move it all around under the car and have a light shining that's going to be nice and bright. So it might catch on too. This might be a really good idea for guys with lifts to start using these. But this is like a really heavy duty light. I'm excited to get it hooked up and see what happens. So try that. All right, guys, I just curious to test it out. So this just pushes straight together and click locks itself. And then look at this button. There's a really fancy button on the back of this thing. It just pushes in and clicks and pushes off. So watch this. Look how bright this thing is. I mean, it is crazy bright. I mean, y'all can't tell how bright it is, but it's like blinding, blinding bright. So you definitely don't look straight into it, because this thing is, look at that. I mean, look how much light there is right there. I mean, that's just crazy. It's a really good light, and it's a good color too. It's not a really ugly looking light color. It's a really nice color. So now we're gonna try to get this thing mounted up. All right, guys, so over here, beside the wall of the lift, we've got our door here. All of this is metal, and to mount our hose reel, we did wood there, and then obviously the wood frame of the door is wood. But the best part of that is we can add a piece of 2x4 right here, and we're thinking about mounting this thing up here like this. So it'll be mounted kind of like that. So I have a 2x4, another one added here. So all 4 of these bolts will be mounted through 2x4s. Then the arm will be coming out this way. So we can tug it up against the wall when we're not using it. And we got a plug in for it, which can't work out any better. And then we just hook it up, hang it out here, and shine it wherever we need to under the car, truck, whatever we got on the lift. That should work really, really good. All right, guys, there is our piece of wood we've added in here. So now this is super strong, super rigid. And we used some really long screws that came all the way in about right there, and just sunk those up in there. Really, really heavy duty ones with a T25 bit. So those things are in there now. That's a chunky section of the wall. So now hopefully we're gonna get some lag bolts to go in the 4 holes here to get this thing mounted down, get the arm below the ladder. All right, guys, we got our holes pre-drilled now for all of those. And now we've got these 2 bolts we can get started, ran in pretty good. Hang the light on it, run those in, and then run the bottom 2 in because they have a place to sit them down. So should be good. All right, guys, got her done. So this is it. Got it mounted to the wall. All that's secure. And this thing is super tight. We ended up loosening these up. It's got nylon in there to make everything glide really nice. But all these were super tight. It was really heavy duty built. But now it moves out completely fine. This part can lay all the way back down and make it super tight. But it comes all the way around. And what we did is we hung the light this way. The bracket comes out, hung it from the bottom, so we can get all the way down as low as we want to go, and then shine the light up under the car wherever it needs to be. So this is going to work really, really good because then we can move it up, we can move it down, put it wherever we need light to be up under the car. I think this is going to work really good. What do you think, Daddy?
I think so. It looks really good.
I think it's going to be a pretty neat little idea there. So man, these things put off so much light. You can feel the power coming off of them. It feels warm. So this is awesome. I think this is going to work really, really good. So, and it tucks in super nice. It doesn't look bad at all. Gives us an extra light we can use anytime we need it. So we can still get the door open, which is good. So that's it. Appreciate it, guys. I think we're happy with this thing. Right, guys, one more thing we wanted to try. Our light switch for this room is way over there, but we can come through this other door, and we usually end up turning on this light, having just a little bit of light in here, just barely enough to glow. Now we'll have this thing, so we can come through this door. Let's go ahead and flip off those lights. Let me film my way through the dark and find the... There we go. Now look how bright this is going to be. Boom! That is a ton of light. See how dusty the truck is. That puts off, look how much light there is in here. I mean, that's insane. That is a ton of light. That's a spotlight. Nice. All right, that's it.